Hello everyone, today I am going to be showing a video about a dash camera that is built for a 2025 Kia K4. This is the GT Line Turbo package, and this camera is supposed to be installed into this plate here. The manufacturer who sells this product sends you an entire kit that replaces this frame with a new one with a camera built in. I will be attaching a link into the video of where you can buy it, but I will tell you a story. I will be attaching a link to the product in the description of this video, but basically when you order your product, you will receive an email a few hours later to maybe 48 hours later. They will just be requesting you take this piece off and send them the part numbers for it. There's a part number for the small piece here and the large piece. They would do that, I guess, to make sure they have the right product that will be replacing this entire back piece along with the installing the dash camera. After you place your order, when I purchased mine, I did not receive a tracking number, but my brother did for his car. But it will be shipped by a company called Uni, and I didn't receive a tracking number, but it randomly showed up one day today, and maybe 2 weeks later after I placed my order. After you send them your photos of the backing plate and whatnot, they will say thank you for placing your order, and we will send out the item shortly. So now I will show you installation and also video quality. So this is the product here. It's FITCAMX. It's a dash cam. It's 4K, by the way. I believe it's Wi-Fi controlled as well. So, like I mentioned before, it comes with an entire new backing plate with the camera installed. I believe that's the power button and the camera button. You can also add in an anti-glare lens for an extra cost. I highly recommend that, as it will improve the quality of the camera, especially at night, preventing glare and anything that could obstruct license plates. So to take this mirror apart, this piece is here, and it clips in, but you just pull it out like that, and then basically you just shimmy this off like so. Let's see if I can fix this in a way you can see it. So it just slides forward like that. So, and just, I guess, once you have it, just verify it's the right part. It's pretty much almost identical. Obviously the ventilation parts are different. It's pretty much an exact fit. This is a little different compared to that one. But you can kind of see where the camera is. So we'll just show you from underneath. The part number where you have to send to them that they're going to request is there, and then on your backing piece it will be here, like underneath the sticker. You just take the sticker off and the part number is under here. You're just going to send them that, and then they're also going to request you to take a photo with the cover on from a side view. Now the parts that came in the box, the little box, where I guess this is a trim remover. So you can use it to, remove trim. You don't need this, but it just makes it easier if you're having trouble. This is the anti-glare lens. This is what I said, that you can add this on to prevent glare on the camera at night in any situations. I will highly recommend this. I will also be adding a coupon code that you can enter in. I believe it gives you a good percentage off when you order it. By the time I'm making this video, it still works, but sometimes they may go invalid. I think this may be the memory card, but I don't know. I will update that when I find out. And then this is just a wiring harness for the dash cam. I believe this is just so that it splices in to that whatnot. So you're gonna basically take this out. This is to your road sensor up ahead, and the harness plugs into that, and then you plug this back into there. So it just basically is just like a feed-in line. I'm gonna put the camera here so that you can watch as I do that. It's a little tricky to get those wires in because of the tight fit, but I basically got it in there. And afterwards, you can take the backing plate it comes with. Now you just put the backing plate on. It just clips right in. Like that. Afterwards, this is what your fitment will look like. The camera will be in the front. Like so. Now these are the instructions that it comes with. Basically, this goes over everything of how to work it, installation and whatnot. They have like video tutorials of how to do it if you're having trouble. And then you connect to Wi-Fi, so you have to disconnect from Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in order to access Wi-Fi with this camera. So it runs without Wi-Fi, but when you need to change settings in the app, you need to connect it to it with Wi-Fi. Once you're there, you can adjust settings because there are a lot of stock settings such as like camera duration and the frame rates and whatnot that you can adjust in the app itself, and also like deletion and whatnot, and also saving the videos. I believe this is their SD card here as well, so when you need to access any sort of files, you can do it with this. And this is the SD card that you can plug into a computer to access any files that you saved on your dash cam. Here I'm installing the anti-glare lens. Once you put it on, just adjust it with the app by looking in the live camera. You can rotate it and adjust the glare. Now here I'm disconnecting from Apple CarPlay. You may need to turn auto join off because it is a little tricky. It'll keep connecting to the car automatically, but just connect to your car cam once it appears on the Wi-Fi settings. From there, you're going to install the FITCAMX app. Once you download it, you will just need to connect to the camera again. Download the app first and then connect to the camera via Wi-Fi. It'll appear and then it'll just automatically connect you into the app. Once you ensure that you're connected to the camera via Wi-Fi, go back to the app, and then it will ask you to connect to the camera. Now, it took me a few tries to actually get it to connect to the actual camera, but eventually you'll get it. and then it'll bring you to a screen where it shows a live recording of you with your camera. This is where you can adjust settings, adjust your glare lens, and just see where the footage would look like from your point of view. Now, I will say the live recording has a little bit of a funky quality. So let's say like any sort of movement or whatnot will cause it to be pixelated. But in this view, you can see me adjusting the camera lens. Eventually, I adjusted it later in this video to prevent any sort of glare. But right now, I'm going to be looking at the settings. So here you can kind of see me adjusting the frame, like the resolution and whatnot. But there's also loop recording options, like how long you want it to record until it starts a new video. I set mine to 5 minutes just so I have longer durations of video footage. You can also put in so it will detect collisions when your car is off. It'll also record sound from inside the car, and also it has I believe collision monitoring when you're driving. You can just adjust the sensitivity of that. Thank you all for watching. That's pretty much wraps up the video. Stay for the rest of it and you will see some footage for the quality of the dash cam.